Hello guys, this is Dwarf Fortress and this is Ptash, and well, for a start I don't have a good news when it comes to the old save. So for some reason recording Dwarf Fortress for me is very unlucky. So what happened, I recorded episode 2 and my hard drive got broken basically. So I've lost the episode as well as my save. Although I made a backup of my save, it doesn't work. So we have to start with a new character and proceed with the tutorial. I hope you don't mind that much, because I can't do anything else. Kind of a shame, because I liked the character we've had here, but you know, I mean, yeah, we can definitely go again. And we will continue today with the movement, everything basically about the movement. So let's proceed. But to start with, I'm a Bomrek LS Tlolok this time. I'm a battle axe wearing dwarf. And well, I've got my equipment together and I just basically go on an adventure. Okay, so I'm in Dwarven Hillocks right now. I will quickly show you where I am. I think it's not the way here, it's probably this. Oh, I see the doors. All right, I will get that a bit closer. And here we are. I just want to show you the world. Yeah, so this is a small continent, like Australia, let's say. And there is like a huge Africa here, you know, and I can swim there in the future, so it's something I look up to. We are dwarves isolated here, so it's pretty interesting world. That's why I chosen it. All right, but coming to the topic of traveling movement, the first lesson could be that when you want to fast travel, you press this button, uppercase T, and you can basically travel like that. For some reason you can't pass mountains really that way. You basically can't do everything with that fast travel, but it's pretty cozy to use, I have to say. And what's there? I have never seen goblin monks, to be honest. It's quite interesting, but okay. I really regret that we didn't have to see my episode 2, because it was quite interesting what happened there, but maybe it will be cool here as well. I will quickly fall a tree and build some structures so I can show you some parkour there, and we'll proceed with jumping and running, sprinting and stuff. Okay, so here we are. This is some pretty simple parkour, let's say park. I think things like that don't exist, but let's say it's one. All right, so I've built like a bunch of obstacles here. So I just basically wanted to show you how you can jump differently, and also how you can use all of that stuff. I think I've mentioned that stuff here in my previous video, but we will go deeper into that. So first of all, I would like to show you how to jump. So basically jumping is very easy. You press this button and you can choose the direction. Jumping is pretty useful when you are fighting, because you can sometimes just jump out of some enemy that closest to you, and yeah, basically it's sort of a escape mechanic, pretty useful. You can also use jump offensively. Basically, if your target is lying on the floor, he will be slow, and when he will be slow, he cannot dodge in time. And when your target cannot dodge in time, you can sort of just, toggle sprint, get so much speed, and then you can jump further and with high velocity. And making yourself a projectile, you can launch into the enemy, and well, the enemy is heavily, injured by that. I will try to show you this technique later perhaps, but so far I will just show you how you can extend your jump by sprinting very fast. As you can see, I can jump much further this way, and this is how I have made that gap here. Normally I wouldn't be able to jump there, it would be not enough, but if you sprint just like in real life, if you gather speed, you can jump further. So this is exactly like that. And remember also about the jumping into enemies. You can try that in your gameplay, and I will try to show it to you here as well, and maybe later in this playthrough. So yeah, this is pretty cool. And also, as you are jumping around, you can sometimes see these like pop-ups, let's say, and that you can hold something, and this is a part of climbing. And your character, if you choose that, your character will try to grab something as you fall or as you are in the air, but most of the time he will fail because it's kind of hard to do. I also built here like a wall to the top here, and I cannot pass it, because it's higher. And I can't also jump onto it. It doesn't work like that. So what I can do, I can climb. And climbing, you use it here, Climbing is super useful because it will get you out of death basically a lot of times, especially when you are in the water. So let's see, I will try to hold that wood log on the south. And as you can see on the bottom, my status changed to climbing. I now just go and down, and I have this pop-up that I can climb south, above, and release the hold. And this is how easily I did that. I'm just on the top of that. So in case you wanted to go there without sprinting and jumping, you can just, climb. But obviously if the wall is smooth, or rock is smooth, it will be very hard or maybe even impossible to climb. So keep that in mind, that you cannot like get out of everything. But it's definitely something you have to have in mind, especially when you are in water and stuff. There are often cliffs when there are seas, and there are like no ramps to get out, so it's very useful there. I will try to show you that later, perhaps, if we have a chance. But climbing is also for the trees, and yeah, you can just sort of climb this. Oops, I think I've fallen. Yep, the trees have to have like very low hanging branches to climb, and usually that's the case. I usually do that often. Sometimes I sleep on the top of a tree to make sure I'm safe, But here these trees are somehow not working with me properly. So I've showed you the jumping, and also I showed you how to climb, although these are the very basics of climbing. Now we will get to swimming probably, and I will just try to climb once more. Perhaps I think these trees are cool here. And nope. Yes, there are branches in. And yeah, I'm just walking on the branches here. I can go further and further to the top easily when there are branches. And actually, something I didn't really show you so far is how you go down. So basically you can jump, but if you jump, you will either die or be injured. Or if you are lucky and it's not high, then you can sort of scratch yourself and that's it. But I wouldn't really recommend that, so maybe let's not do that. To climb down, you simply choose the correct options. So as you can see, I have C, D, and E to climb below, so I can just choose any really. And if there is none, then I can just get the next page, because there might be a lot of options sometimes, And slowly I got here. And as you can see, I'm swimming. There is really no ramp here. Although I still can, I'm fine. And to swim, you simply just press the correct button, the correct movement, and your character will automatically swim, although it's not that simple, to be honest. First of all, you don't really want to fight while swimming, So fighting alligators in the water isn't the best idea, and I'm not sure if he's charging. He is, okay. I can deal with that. But they don't really want to fight. So I think here is that you really don't want to get into water when you are fighting the alligator. I think it also applies actually to real life, so I wouldn't recommend that. Alright, so I will choose dodge actually and make sure that my character dodges in the proper direction, because if I don't dodge manually, my character might dodge into the water, which would mean death to me. So I want either north or northeast. I think it will be the best. And this way I'm pretty sure that now I don't get into the water. So this alligator is really slow on the land. So I waited for him and well, let's see. So let's choose some easy strike and let's hack him. Oh, I cut off his foot, I think. Yeah, front foot. I think I'm in a good position right now. I don't know how alligator can fall over. Do they stand on two legs in this game? I'm not sure. I think they are on the ground already. So, and this character is battle axe user. And yeah, he's pretty good at it. I think he's stronger than the one before, and I've just got some good meat, you know, and definitely cool. So back to swimming. So alligators are pretty harmless if you fight them outside of, you know, water. Back to the swimming topic. As you can see here, there are skills. I don't know if I showed it already. So you can see that I'm a novice swimmer. I've chosen that. And why did I choose only novice? Because learning swimming is really easy. But remember to not swim, especially during spring or winter, during the time when the water can freeze. And remember to also save before swimming and learning swimming, because yeah, especially at earlier levels you can easily drown, your character can panic and stuff. And yes, when it comes to swimming, there is also diving. You can go down further in the water. I will show you. Although not always the water is, you know, deep enough to dive, so I will try to show you that in the other scenario. But basically, you learn swimming really fast. As you can see here, I'm adequate swimmer already. And let's see how long it will get to be better at swimming. Oh, there is some fish. Okay, so let's see. I just did that. I'm also on the next level. Sorry, I sometimes press random buttons for some reason. Yeah. And yeah, I'm competent swimmer already from the novice. So as you can see, it's very fast and very quick to learn. But remember to you know, swim in like during the... Oh, I'm drowning, as you can see. I'm winded already. I'm doing... Oh no. I was under the... Wow, I was under the this bridge, and this is why I couldn't really get out of water, and I started drowning right under the bridge. So yeah, you still are quite vulnerable even at competent swimmer, so you really want to be like master swimmer and stuff, but it's really fast to get. So why do I mention that you need to swim like in the middle of the day? Basically it's because especially in winter and spring the water likes to freeze often. And what happens when the water freezes and you are in it? Well, your character instantly dies and you don't want that. So I'm a skilled swimmer. And also a pretty fun fact is that, you know, when you are a skilled swimmer and even better and better, you can swim not only like more reliable, let's say, but also faster. It's definitely helping to get past long distances. Sometimes you need to swim entire oceans because there is no boats in the game yet, and I don't know if there ever will be. Alright, so this is swimming, and there is also running, right? So I already showed you sprinting, and I really did forget to explain this menu. And this is pretty easy menu to understand, right? You just choose the speed. But to understand what implications this have is another thing. So when you are choosing either jog or something, your character is faster. As you can see, you have a higher speed on the bottom if I constantly jog. And this is something to keep in mind because you actually want during fights jog or run perhaps. Why is that? Your speed doesn't only affect really how fast you move. In Dwarf Fortress, because how the time flows in adventure mode, your speed actually affects the passage of time, let's say, and how it works. So as you can see, when you are on the ground, your character has very low speed. Basically 1/3 of the regular speed. It means that when you want to pass from this tile to this tile, like I do constantly here, 3 times as much events will pass during your passage from that one tile to another. So imagine that I'm fighting an enemy here, right? When I'm standing and enemy is attacking me, he will attack me once during that speed 1 time of me, let's say, running away from him. But now let's keep that situation in mind. So the enemy is chasing me here, let's say, attacking me, and I'm on the ground. And now he will attack me 3 times as I pass from this tile to this tile. So as you can see, the speed has a really important part in especially combat. But when you will be in like very big fortresses or goblin towers, then you will also want to be faster because NPCs are talking and doing stuff. So if you move very slowly, they will do so much stuff during your movement from one tile to another that your PC will be very slow as well, like the game will slow down. So actually, if you want to have more FPS, just have faster character, and that's basically it. And yeah, as I said, in combat, it also matters a lot. You generally want to jog, and you generally want to have a lot of endurance on your character, because yeah, this is the most important skill to have. You want to have as much endurance as possible, because if you get tired in battle, it means you are also slower. As you can see, I got tired here, and now my jog speed is only a bit more than walking. If I slow down, yes, I also get faster jog, as you can see here. So this is why it's very important to sort of train your endurance as much as possible and to not get tired fast. And to train that endurance, you just basically have to sprint, sacrifice some time as you build your character to sprint, and your endurance will increase, because your skills are not only this stuff here. You have also attributes, and they level exactly the same way, so you just have to do the thing that increases it. In case of endurance, yes, you will increase it by just sprinting and generally getting tired. So yeah, pretty much like in real life, right? Another important thing about movement is that you don't have to actually move to pass time, which is quite important for battle as well. Sort of this episode turns into combat tutorial, but it's how much movement in this game has in common with combat. Like knowing good movement is basically being good at combat. Oh, I didn't put my alligator meat in my backpack. Alright, so you can also pass time by pressing this dot or this dot. So this dot is, I think, 1 instance, and this dot is 5 instances. We can also check this out in key bindings menu. I didn't show it to you because I assume it's quite self-explanatory that this menu exists, the game tells you. And obviously you can look up all the key bindings here, but that's the point, that you don't have to use this menu to learn with this video, because you see the keybinds. But here, it's hard for you to see a specific keybind I use on the keyboard. You can look it up here, or if you don't constantly want to see my videos, obviously. All right, so as you can see, it explains here, wait for 10 instants, a normal step. So as you can see, a normal step in Dwarf Fortress with speed 1 is 10 instances. So like 10 ticks, 10 FPSs, 10 seconds, let's say, of this time in the word passes. Or we can assume it's maybe like 1/10 of a second, so it's like 1 second, right? And 1 instance, so here it's like 1/10 of a second, and this is a full second in the game. Let's assume it's that. So if I move here, each time I move 1 second passes. That would make sense, right? Like very roughly. And this would be like I move here so fast that I move through these tiles in less than a second, like let's say 0.6 seconds. And this is how it basically works. So if I'm on the ground again, I need 3 seconds to move from this tile to another. So the enemy has 3 seconds to attack me instead of let's say 1 in this case, so, or even less than 1 in this case. So yeah, that's how it works. I think already at this point is very clear. And yeah, sometimes it's very useful to wait for the enemy, just let him come at you. And this button, waiting that 1/10 of a second button, is very, very useful during combat as well. Because if you see that you have like no good angle at attacking the enemy, no good spot to attack, you can just wait that 1 instance, and this will change. Some new attacks will open up with better chances to hit and stuff. So yeah, generally waiting for the enemy standing in place is sometimes very, very important and cool. Okay, so I think I've covered pretty much everything. There is flying as well. I said about diving, and diving is quite easy, to be honest. So I could show it to you. I wonder what's there. It's probably something that will kill me. Okay, I also probably told you about sneaking in the previous video, right? Sneaking isn't really a form of movement, it's just more for attacking, right? So I don't know if I should even cover this here. Oh, here is the enemy. Spearman. He doesn't really see me, does he? I'm pretty sure he will be not friendly, but okay, let's try and see what he will do. The Servant of Poetry. Oh, his cousin was kidnapped. That's not good. All right, this guy seems fine. I mean, I will just ask him why is he traveling. Oh, he's going to Peace Spoon to start a new life. Wow, that's cool. I will go with you then, if you don't mind, of course. So a cool thing about traveling in Dwarf Fortress is that sometimes you can find lairs. And you know, finding lairs is also interesting, because in lairs there are like beasts that you can kill. And finding these lairs I consider also a part of traveling. So if you find a lair here somewhere, I will definitely show you how to find the entrance to the lair, because it's sometimes very, very... And yeah, is this spoon something? Because it looks like it. He started a new life here. Yes, it's the Peace Spoon hamlet. He did get there. I wonder what he's doing now. We definitely have to visit him and ask how is he, doing. Oh, he's here. Yes, I think he's here. It's him. Greetings. Oh, the Servant of Poetry, right. I want to ask you... Oh, you were in a snowstorm. That's not good. I don't know if I can ask him what he's up to right now. We'll get to him later, let's say. I can definitely get more water here to my water skins. Oh, the water is probably frozen. Yeah, in the well. Oh, I can lower the bucket and then raise the bucket. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, I remember now. And I can feel my water skin. That's cool. Let's just sleep until dawn. Yeah, when it comes to diving, guys, I don't think you will dive a lot in this game because this is probably only death awaiting you when you want to dive. It's pretty hard. But anyways, you just do it in like you are moving down, so you press these buttons, right? I think this is up and this is down, or the opposite. This is the same for flying. If you are a flying creature, because you can be, you just go up to fly up and you go down to fly down. So this is pretty simple. I also wanted to show you these lairs, and we'll see if I will be able to perhaps find one, because this episode is already very long. I just don't want to keep it any longer. I hope I will cut most of it, but still. So let's see. I mean, I didn't really choose this world to have a lot of beasts and stuff, so this might be hard to find some lair. But how you do that is basically you just move around, and when you encounter a lair, you will definitely notice your character will stop and you will get a message. So this is pretty cool as well. I'm also wondering right now if I told you about something. Oh, and there it is. I'm also wondering now if I told you, if I didn't tell you about something when it comes to movement again, but I think everything is sort of covered right now. Let's eat and drink and stuff. So finding lairs is very hard if you don't know how to, what to look for. Maybe in the Steam version, when adventure mode comes there, it will be quite easier. So as you can see, we are literally on top of a lair right now. But if you don't know what to look for, it might be hard to find. Like, I don't see anything here. But if you do know what to look for, it will be quite obvious where it is. It's exactly here. There is a ramp, and yeah, it's a slope, actually, not a ramp. And you just go there. And I hope that this beast here is not going to kill me instantly. So as you can see, this is a short human. It's probably a very human or something like that. He's just in his human form, so he's also very vulnerable. Let's see what he has here. Iron cap. I definitely get that. Oh, it's a large, so I cannot really, use it. It's fine. I will throw it at him. Okay, so I will ask him. Greet. Yes, hello. You are Renal Master Buff. How are you feeling? Oh, you lost someone. Oh, I see. What's the troubles? You have no troubles. Interesting. Can I look at him, sort of? I think he's just a normal human. He has extremely long hair. Sorry. Yes. I mean, yeah. It's fine, I guess. I will try to accuse him of being a night creature. And as you can see, she doesn't really agree with me, let's say. Yeah, so I definitely, it's some sort of beast, so we need to slay it. I will try to throw. I threw that cap at her, sorry, a large iron cap. I hit her in the lower body, and yeah, the lower spine's nervous tissue got scratched, I guess, bruised, and she falls over. That's very cool because it means it's an easy target. Oh, and again, a thing about this menu. Again, you can definitely, if you are in the situation where the enemy hits your leg, you should probably scramble as fast as possible away, assume submissive posture, so maybe he will spare you, because if you fall on the ground in battle, you are basically dead, as she is, and well, I will prove it to you. So this is how you deal with people that are lying on the ground. And this is how you slay beasts as well. And yeah, I mean, I cleansed the world from evil, I guess. We could see in Legends mode what she was up to. I wonder if I can put this word into the Steam version and see the legends after I save, let's say, and retire my character. And we could see what this lady was really, what was her history. Okay, so this was the episode. It's 40 minutes already, very long one. I hope I will manage to cut it into something quite small and easy to digest. So thanks guys for watching. I hope I explained everything about swimming and stuff. And traveling and movement, and see you in the next episode. I wonder what I will do it about, because I don't know, maybe combat already, we'll see. Thanks for watching and see you.